Yesterday I was in the WRC, the Workplace Relations Commission in Ballsbridge, in Lansdowne House in Ballsbridge, and tomorrow I'm there again. And people are surprised, particularly clients of mine are surprised when they hear that I park in Smithfield and walk over to Ballsbridge. But there's three reasons why I do that, and I think you might you might consider my reasoning behind this, and you might be able to put it into effect in your own life and consider. But three reasons why I walk to the WRC in Lansdowne House from Smithfield are: firstly, exercise. I'm a big fan of getting exercise every opportunity that I can get it, and obviously I am a solicitor. I sit on my arse all day, every day, from 6:30 in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening. It's a sedentary, unhealthy lifestyle from that perspective, and every opportunity that I can get to take some exercise and walk is an opportunity that I'm going to take with both hands. So the walk across, which only takes about 45 minutes, is very, very useful in that regard. The second reason, though, is in my mind as I walk across, I can review the case. So I'm either acting for an employer or acting for an employee, but regardless, I can review in my own mind with some degree of clarity the arguments for and against, the weaknesses and strengths on both sides of the argument, and I can rehearse them in my mind, and I can consider in my mind as well the sort of evidence that I'm going to try to adduce, and the types of questioning I need to do, both of my own client and of the other party. So preparation for the case, 45 minutes, rather than being stuck in traffic or being stuck in public transport. It's very, very useful to be able to walk across, especially if it's a nice day, and go through and rehearse in my mind what the strengths and weaknesses of the case are. The third reason, and it's a very, very important and very, very enjoyable reason, is the Audible app from Amazon. It allows me to read, or listen to rather, audiobooks. I discovered it in January or February of this year. I absolutely love the audiobooks. I listen to a lot of Dickens, I listen to a lot of self-help books. And when you listen to a book by Dickens, who I'm a huge fan of, such as Bleak House or Oliver Twist or Hard Times or Great Expectations, and when you hear that book read with different accents and so on and so forth by a rather trained BBC actor, it gives a whole new life, it breathes a whole new life into the novel, and it's tremendous. So I listen to other books obviously as well. I listen to all of Dickens, I listen to self-help books. I'm listening to one there at the moment called The Chimp Paradox, and it's about how your brain works. It's written by an English guy, he's a psychiatrist and a lecturer, and he basically explains in plain language how the human brain works, and it's very, very useful because it allows me to get control of my inner chimp basically, and not overreact to various situations, and to think more rationally and as a human rather than as a chimp. It's a fascinating book, but again, it's just an example of the types of books you can get on Amazon with the Audible app. I listen to it on my phone, but I'm a huge fan, obviously, and a huge believer as well in working as efficiently as I possibly can. And basically, in your daily life, you're going to be spending two things a lot of the time: one, time, and two, money. And if I can spend my time efficiently, and the 45 minutes that I take to walk from Smithfield to Lansdowne House, in my view, because I put that time to very, very good effect, and because of the three benefits I've just outlined, I view it as being a very, very efficient use of my resources. I hope you find it useful. You might consider it in your own life. Certainly the audio book situation, the Audible app, I'd strongly recommend it. But that's why I walk from Smithfield to WRC, and people, as I say, think I'm stone mad, but there is sort of some rational thinking behind my decision. Hope you find this useful.